It's Crazy Owls. Crazy Owl here. Welcome back to another Crazy Owls activity. We've recently finished up chapter 6 in our math books covering area and perimeter. Now your task for today is, I know everybody's been spending a lot of time in their own homes over the last month or so. What I'd like for you to draw, design, and calculate your dream house. Your dream house. You're going to draw the outside of your dream house. You're going to draw the rooms in there. And you're going to calculate the area and the perimeter of everything you want inside of your dream house. This project may take a couple days for you to do. Following this short announcement with me, I'll jump in and I'll help you out with all the steps you need to do the best work on your project. So, without further ado, I'm going to cut now to showing you step by step what you need to do to design your dream house. Thank you for tuning in. Have fun with this project, and I'll see you very soon. Aloha, champions! Welcome back in. Crazy Owl just brought us in to today's assignment, our Crazy Owl's activity of building and designing our dream house. So with that being said, let's jump right on into it. He's already told you your objective to design a house. I'm going to add a clarification on this. I want your dream house to have an area of at least 1,500 square feet. Okay, so to work us through this, let's start with step 1. Step 1, I would like for you, the scholar, to draw the top-down view of your dream house. So here I've drawn it out. I have this nice little box, L shape. I've made it out of two rectangles put together. So any combination of squares and rectangles to make that combination shape. I've drawn out some of the dimensions I have. The total length is 50 feet. The total width is 50 feet with an indent of 30 by 15 feet taken out of here. Okay? You're going to draw the dimensions in feet. Remember that if you were to walk this, every 10 feet is about 3 steps across the room. Okay? On to step 2. Once you've drawn the top-down view of this, you need to calculate the area of your exterior. Remember, formula for area is length times width. If we happen to have multiple shapes here, we can either multiply to find this area by this area, or we can multiply the total area and subtract that part there. For my calculation, I did the total area of 50 by 50, which gave me 2,500 square feet. I'm going to take away the 450 square feet that is this area that I crossed out. So 2,500 feet minus 450 feet gives me a total area of 2,050 square feet. Everybody's going to potentially have a different area for their house. So remember, you're designing your dream house. If you wanted to do a second floor, you'd add up the area of your 2 floors. If you wanted to add a third floor, you'd add the area of your 3rd floor. Everybody's house might look different in the end. But on to step 3, we are going to calculate the perimeter of your exterior. So we found the area on the inside. So area's inside. Now we need to find our perimeter. Perimeter is if you were to trace the outside and walk all the way around, how long would that be? So your formula is length plus width plus length plus width, or add up all of your sides. So I've written out here, I have side AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, FA. And I can add them all up, so I have 50 plus 20, that gives me 70. I have 15 plus 30, that gives me 45. If I add 70 plus 45, it gives me 115. If I add 35 and 50, that gives me 85. 85 plus 115 gives me 200. So the perimeter of my house is 200 feet. It would take 200 feet to walk around the outside of this dream house. Step 4, I want to draw the rooms in my dream house. So I've drawn out a master bedroom, 2 other bedrooms in here, a bathroom, kitchen, and a living room. Okay? And I'm using a square grade paper. You can do this on a plain white piece of paper or on lined paper. Either will work. A good rule of follow does not have to be 100% exact, but when building designers build houses, they typically design master bedrooms, because they're a bedroom with a bath in them, to be about 300 to 450 square feet. Bedrooms without attached bathrooms are about 150 to 300 feet. Somewhere in that area is a good range for a bedroom. Bathrooms can be a little bit smaller depending on how luxurious you want those. So bathroom can be approximately 100 feet to 200 square feet. And your living room is typically going to be your largest area that you'll have. And so that could be about 300 to 600 square feet. These are just guidelines. You do not have to follow it exactly. But if you need help in getting this, these are just some ideas and suggestions. So step 4, you're going to draw your rooms. Step 5, now that you've drawn all of your rooms, you need to calculate the area and the perimeter of all the rooms in your house. Okay? So for my master bedroom, I know that it is 15 feet. 15 feet by 50 minus 30, 20 feet. So it's 15 by 20. So my area, my formula, I multiply my length times my width, 15 times 20, gives me a total area for my master bedroom of 300 square feet. The perimeter, if I add up 15 feet by 20 feet plus 20 feet plus 15 feet, I get 70 feet total as the perimeter of my room. And I need to do this for all the rooms. So here I've written down the area and perimeter for my second bedroom, my third bedroom, my bathroom, and my kitchen. I crossed out or highlighted the living room because that was an awkward shape. If I go back, you see this living room that I'm trying to calculate. My living room here has 2 things cut out of it. So I'm going to save my living room for the last. And even though I didn't draw my numbers on this one, I have a rough estimate of what they'll be. And in my final product, I'll put the lengths and widths of each room there. So going back here, my bedroom 2 is 180 feet with a perimeter of 56 feet. My bedroom 3 has an area of 170 square feet with a perimeter of 54 feet. My bathroom, it's a little smaller than that recommendation, but it's 90 square feet with a perimeter of 38 feet. My kitchen is going to be 150 meters squared for its area with a perimeter of 50 feet. So, if you happen to have a room like my living room, you may need to subtract to find your area. So for this, I've calculated the total area of that big box there. And that's 40 by 35. I got that by subtracting 50 minus 10 to give me that 40. And subtracting 50 minus 15 to give me 35. I already calculated my kitchen area and my bathroom area. So if I add those together, that equals 240 for that. And if I subtract 240 from my total area of 1,400 square feet, I get the area of my living room, dining room is 1,160 square feet. So after I've calculated the area for all the rooms that I've drawn in my house, I can move on to step 6, area and perimeter, I should say. I didn't do my perimeter on this, but I did it on most of my rooms. Now I want to double check my math. The total area of my house, as I calculated, was 2,050 back in step 2. Now if I add up the areas of all the rooms inside my dream home, if I add them all up, if it matches my original, then I'm all good. So my master bedroom, I said, was 300. My bedroom was 180. My second bedroom was 170. Bathroom was 90. Kitchen was 150. Based off of what I did here back in step 5, my living room's 1,160. So if I add all those up, I add them all up, I get 2,050, which is the same area as I started here. So I can put a big old check there to say that my rooms add up to my original total. Lastly, for step 7, now that you've done all the math, you can be as creative as you want with this, but I want you to draw a picture of your dream house. Either the outside, so show me what it looks like on the outside. If you want to add in trees or anything, you can. Make it as pretty as you want. Or draw a dream room inside. So this dream room would have a couch, a big TV, and a couple guitars on the wall for me. Okay? So, with that being said, that brings us to the end. Here's a handy checklist for the 7 steps that you need to do. I've tried to highlight it appropriately so that it's all consistent if you need to go back through the video and see what Mr. Chambers was talking about. Step 1, draw your top-down view. Mr. Chambers did that, so he can check that off. He's going to calculate, that's step 2, the total area, that was 2,050. Calculate the total perimeter, draw the rooms inside the house, calculate the area and perimeter of all. Then I double checked my math, and I'm going to draw my dream house from outside or draw the room inside. So that brings us to the end of today's brief lesson and introduction to your Crazy Owls project. These will be due by next Friday, May 8th. And with that being said, we're going to say goodbye. Next week, we are covering Chapter 7, Angles. So, thank you for tuning in. Have fun with this project, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.